Hey, you. Have you ever wondered why some people are able to jump into the new year feeling pumped and excited to do big things, while others are feeling a little stuck or run over by the year they just lived? I want to share with you a simple but powerful path for creating the meaning you need from this year you've lived so that the next one has even more of what you need in it. Once you get this down, you'll start experiencing the clarity you need to feel really good about this year you've lived and shape 2025 into an absolutely incredible year. A few days ago, I sent out a survey asking two questions. How do you want to feel as you wrap up 2024? And what do you want to be able to do at the beginning of 2025? And the responses were awesome. The number one response that I got to the question of how do you want to feel as you wrap up 2024 was proud. I want to feel proud. I love that. I want that for you too. So I want to shoot you a quick video and teach you one way you can feel super proud of yourself as you wrap up this year. But before I do that, let me take a moment to just set the stage here. My name is Kristen Rice. Hi, I'm the founder of Chapter Craft Coaching. I'm a life transitions and empowerment coach, and I'm launching a course all about helping you get the meaning you need from this year you've lived and the boost you need to walk into 2025 feeling ready and able to do the big, brave things that you really want to do. It is a swift 5-week course designed to help you find the meaning you need from 2024 and get started in 2025 with intention, hope, and strategies to turn that hope into reality. I am obsessed with the opportunity inside a transition, and we are collectively all inside a really fun transition right now. The transition from this year, 2024, to the next. But here's the thing. Swapping out your 2024 calendar for a new one is just a symbol. It's arbitrary. Just because we're sold things like New Year's resolutions or a discount on a gym membership starting in January, that doesn't mean that everything is magically new come 12:01 a.m. on January 1st, right? It's actually just another Wednesday. But even if that's true, there's still a lot of potential power in making a transition your own and making a transition what you need it to be. So, what do you need to feel as you wrap up 2024? The number one answer I heard was pride. I want to feel good about myself for how I lived this year. Feeling proud of yourself isn't always easy or simple and can be surprisingly challenging, in fact. That's why I'm going to demystify the process of how to get to a place of feeling proud for how you lived your 2024, which is going to save you from that vague feeling of dissatisfaction or wonder of like, am I proud? What should I be proud of? I've only had time to really think about it, right? Let me tell you a little story. 2 years ago, at about this time, I was feeling super discouraged because it just felt like everything was moving so slowly. I was moving so slowly, and I felt like I had hardly made any progress or that I had anything to show for the year I was living. And I didn't feel proud. I felt stuck like in molasses. And I wanted to see if it was really true that I didn't have anything to show for that year and that I hadn't made any progress. So I started reading through my journal from that year and all the notes that I'd taken on various classes that I'd attended, notes from webinars or podcasts that I'd listened to, even notes to myself on my notes app on my phone. It took me forever because I'm a writer and I can barely think without writing. So I just had all these notes everywhere. But as I got into it, I was amazed to see how much I had learned, how much I had changed, how much shift had happened, and how much life had happened. And I began to realize how quickly I'd been discounting things from just a month before, certainly things from 6 months before or more, when of course, all these tiny steps I'd taken had added up to something momentous. If only I could just remember it, see it, understand it from my perspective of now, and reclaim it as my own. It felt like giving myself back to myself, if that makes any sense. And the really surprising thing to me was that all that review, all that rereading and naming what I wanted to take from that was absolutely the catalyst for everything I've been able to do ever since. And not just what I'm doing, but how I'm doing it and how I'm enjoying it. But don't worry, I'm not going to make you reread everything you've written this year, although it is fun if you want to. Instead, I'm going to guide you through the process of some very specific prompts so that you can go back through your year and name for yourself what happened, what it meant to you, and what do you want to do with that. And I have absolutely no doubt that you will find the thing you need in there, if not a whole bunch of things in there, to be super proud of yourself for this year. There are essentially 3 steps to achieving the transformation. They sound simple. The look back really is all about taking in that big view of all that happened in just this one year. Then the integration opportunity, which is when you get to really intentionally take what you need from all those life lessons and, just as importantly, leave behind what you don't. And then finally, the look forward, or how to get started with 2025 so that you are able to genuinely accomplish the things that are really important to you. So in this video, I want to deep dive into one aspect of that first step, the look back, so that you can immediately identify something you can feel proud of about this year. More importantly, however, is that you will open yourself up to learning the other steps so that you can really maximize the opportunity this transition into a new year can have for you. Sorry about that. I'm going to give you just 2 prompts to start your look back from. If it helps, visualize a calendar, or what might really help is to actually go back and look at your calendar, be it a digital or physical one, anything that lists your appointments or events that you had, things you did. And let's just look at January and February of 2024 to start. Ready? What did you do in January 2024 to take care of yourself? What did you do in January 2024 to take care of others? What did you do in February 2024 to take care of yourself? And what did you do in February 2024 to take care of others? If it's too much to reach all the way back to January and February right now, no sweat. Just think about last week. Name one thing for each question. What did you do to take care of yourself? And what did you do to take care of others? Name lots of things if lots of things come to mind, but try for at least one thing. Regardless of the outcome, what was one thing you did to take care of yourself and take care of others? I bet there was a lot, and I bet that made a really big difference, especially as you look at the cumulative effect of that care over the year. Imagine if you hadn't done that thing to take care of yourself or to take care of others, the impact of not doing that. This was just one super simple and focused prompt that helped you look at just one way you lived your life this year that you can feel really proud of, that you can create meaning from, that you can learn from, and that you can decide, do you want to keep doing that? Do you want to do it differently? Do you want to stop doing it altogether? I have all kinds of simple, powerful, focused prompts to help you wrap this year feeling awesome, feeling expansive, feeling a sense of completion, feeling proud, feeling present, feeling clear on what you want and how to get started, and feeling grounded and hopeful. Imagine for a second what experiencing that would create for you. What would be the impact on you? What would be the impact on your relationships, on your work, on your creative projects? Going from a vague sense of what happened this year to the clarity and bravery you need to live into this next chapter of life in 2025 is absolutely possible for you. When you are able to name what you lived and what that meant to you, then you can make powerful, intentional choices about how you want to live the next year. As you can probably tell, I just love the possibility tucked inside a transition. This training is going to specifically be about how to make the most of this transition that we're in here between now and the next year. It is going to go deep on each of those 3 steps I just talked about. There will be 4 live virtual sessions over 5 weeks, starting December 12th. For each 75-minute virtual session, I'm going to walk you through a simple process for how to look back on the year in new ways, take advantage of the integration opportunity here between the years, decide what you want to hold on to, what do you want to regather to yourself, name what you want and what you want to release, and then look ahead to 2025 with clarity for what you want to live next and strategies for how to make sure that actually happens next year. You get a workbook for each stage of the process to guide you deeper and support your progress. And you can do as little or as much as you want. Even a tiny bit makes a really big difference. And you get to be part of an awesome community of others doing just the same reflective work. All of this so you can feel great about this year that you've lived and make next year your best one yet. Now, one important note. You may be thinking, girl, it is nuts to take a course right now with the holiday busyness going on and work is crazy pants right now. I hear you. Life is super, super full right now. So I've made it so you can do as little or a lot that you'd like to do. I've made it so if you can't attend one of the live sessions or even any of the live sessions, you still get those recordings. You still get the workbooks. So when you do have the time and space, then you can just dive in and get what you need from it whenever you need it. For less than the cost of just one coaching session, you get this dedicated time and space here at the beginning and the end of the year to focus on you. Time and space that will leave you feeling nurtured and empowered. You'll get comprehensive workbooks that guide you through each step of the journey, and you'll have the opportunity to connect with a community of individuals on a similar path of growth and transformation who are living their lives with purpose and joy and trying just like the rest of us. And you get to close out 2024 with exactly what you need and create an incredible next chapter of life in 2025. So join me. There's going to be a limited number of spots in order to really serve each person who joins. Registration opens today. Grab your spot, pass it along to a friend or family member you want to join you. The first session is December 12th. I don't want you to miss out.